On last week's episode of Fired from my first nursing job.
We're walking down to the office and I asked her, I said, this ain't one of them, I don't think you're a good fit for this position meetings, is it? I ain't about to get my pink slip in my... She's like, oh, I don't know. She just told me she wanted to have a meeting with you and that was it. I think she knew exactly what was going on, but she just didn't have the heart to tell me. So, walking down the steps, walking towards the nurse manager's office, and we get to the nurse manager's office, and I see my nurse manager at her desk, and we knock on the door, and she turns around with that same smile on her face. What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 2, the second installment of How I Lost My First Nursing Job with the Urban Nurse. If you haven't seen part 1, pause this video, subscribe, go to part 1, watch part 1 in its entirety, then come back and watch part 2. But for those of you that have already seen part 1, I shall continue. So, I knock on my nurse manager's office. She turns around with that infamous smile, and I just knew things were not right. So, as I come around, her office was pretty big. I come around the corner, I see another nurse, she was up there in management. I see another nurse in the office. I thought they were having a meeting. So I'm like, okay, let me wait until she's finished. She's like, no, come on in. I said, oh yeah, shit about to go down. Because if it has to be 2 people in the room with me during this meeting, oh yeah, I'm getting fired. I done seen it happen plenty of time before. Anytime, I told you I was a tech, I was a nursing, a CNA before, but anytime you had one of those big meetings where some type of paper had to be signed, they always had to have a witness. And that's who she was, a witness. So, the lady stays in the office, I sit down, both of them are looking at me, and I'm very observant. I'm looking around the room just to look for something out of the ordinary. And I see a white paper with like a little narrative on there written in like blue ink. And I see my nurse manager's signature. I can't really see what the paper is saying or what the narrative is saying, but I'm knowing that's for me. And that's my paper out of here. So, I just, I pride myself in being a man and being who I am. So I sit there. She asks me, hey Ty, how's it going? We heard that you missed epic class today, which is not good. You were 30 minutes late. And I wanted to say I was really like 23 minutes, but it didn't matter at that point. So I know that you were about 30 minutes late to class, and this is the second day in a row that you were late because you were also late to day 2 of orientation, where you were 15 minutes late, and you were also caught on your phone. I'm thinking in my head, this told on me. God dang, this is the second day of orientation. You gonna go back and tell my nurse manager about a phone? So I'm like, God damn it. That's all they needed. So she's like, we have a really strict policy here on latenesses, and that's just, not a good look so early. Like, is there anything, you want to say, this, that, and the third? I'm like, take my bullets to because at this point, everything is already set in stone. I already know everything is set in stone because they already have a look on me that, we only been here for 3 days and you was late 2 of the days. How do you think that it's going to how do you think we look at you as if it's going to continue to happen down on the line? So they probably think this is a routine thing. So I'm like, honestly, I accept responsibility for my actions. I honestly really have nothing else to say. So, okay, we appreciate that. We'll go ahead and sign this paper. We just don't think this is going to be a great fit for you. Boy, oh boy, did that feel like a gunshot of .40 caliber to the chest at point blank range. So I go ahead and sign the paper, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna need your badge too. A double-barrel shotgun to the chest. I said, not the badge, not the badge, not the badge. Please don't take the badge. And I had my RN. I just got it. It was only 2 days old. I just got my badge with my RN on it. I gave it back to her. I really didn't want to let it go. I gave it back to her. She's like, okay, just gonna make a copy of this paper, and good luck on the rest of your nursing career. I'm thinking like, damn. It felt surreal. I'm like, I really just got fired for being late. And the crazy thing is, they warned me about this in nursing school. They warned me about this. I'm like, nobody care about this shit. I'm gonna be on time for clinical so I don't get kicked out, but man, I ain't worried about this. And lo and behold, they wasn't lying. So I end up walking out of the facility. I felt like Will Smith on Pursuit of Happiness.
Thank you.
Just you know that Spike Lee, Malcolm X infamous recording. And this wasn't happy tears. I didn't cry. I felt like I wanted to, but I didn't cry. It's crazy because I had just I took the situation way differently than I would have normally taken the situation, because I had just read Charlemagne the God book, Black Privilege, and it just had went through all his trials and tribulations in the music industry, and how many times he got fired, but also how many times he bounced back. And I just wanted to take this situation like a man, and learn from it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna cry about this. I'm not gonna, sit back home and feel bad for myself. I called my uncle, called my moms, called my girlfriend at the time. I said, yeah, I got fired. And they all thought I was joking. I'm like, nah, seriously, you got fired. And the crazy thing is, I had just the day before starting my new job, the 2 weeks that I had put into my old job, it was done. So it's not like I could go back to my old job, because I was out of the system. And now I just lost my new job. Now it's like, I was embarrassed. I was disappointed in myself, because I felt like I had got above myself. I had lost course on my path. I was so busy worried about the future, because I had thought so many things out. I was thinking about, okay, now I got a nursing job. I'm trying to buy a house, or I want to do travel nursing. I was focused on so many things besides present day, and taking it one day at a time, and focusing on the things that I could control, such as being on time for work, and things of that nature. And came back to bite me in the ass. But me being a soldier who I am, I immediately went home. I sat and thought about it, and I let it go. And I was really surprised at myself, and I really give all thanks to that book, because it gave me so much power. But I let it go, and I moved on. And I hopped right on the computer, start putting in 100 applications, back to the drawing board, and I did not let it slow me down. But now I'm stuck with the situation of, you got bills, you got life, and you broke. You only got 3 days worth of time. There's gonna be a 3-day paycheck from your last job. What are you gonna do for money in the meantime until you find a new job? Because the application process takes forever when in nursing. Then they got to go through the whole process of waiting until the next orientation. So I was ass out. So I immediately hopped on the computer, and boy, did I had to do some things I ain't never think I was going to do. But we're going to see that for part 3. Part 3, where I tell y'all, when I was down bad, your boy is a nurse, got his degree and everything, and I'm down bad. So y'all wait till then. I'll see y'all next time on that episode. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I appreciate you guys for watching, and stay tuned.